We're going to begin with the breaking news from Ukraine. A devastating attack on a train station as evidence of Russian war crimes mounts. The country is bracing for a major Russian offensive in the eastern part of the country. James Longman tracking it all from Kyiv. Good morning, James.
Yeah, good morning, George. Kyiv has been saved basically by a Russian invasion, although it is now creeping back to life. You can see this office block now. The cleanup has begun. But Russia's attacks now are focused on the east of this country, a devastating attack on a train station there, and a warning. These images are very distressing.
This morning, the Kramatorsk train station in Donetsk hit. Civilians have been crowding the station every day after they were warned to evacuate before Russia's renewed offensive in eastern Ukraine. The attack left at least 39 dead and 87 wounded. Speaking before NATO, Ukraine's foreign minister has warned that the battle for the region will be devastating.
The battle for Donbass will remind you of Second World War, with large operations, maneuvers, involvement of thousands of tanks, armored vehicles, planes, artillery.
President Zelensky calling for even bolder sanctions and additional military help, saying Ukraine needs weapons that will allow us to win on the battlefield, and this will be the strongest sanction against Russia of all possible ones. They want to stop a repeat of this. The northern town of Borodyanka reduced to rubble by Russian planes. Recovery teams finding bodies under flattened homes on a near-daily basis. Ukrainian President Zelensky warning the findings here could be worse than the atrocities already uncovered in Bucha. We saw for ourselves the horror in that town. Bodan took us inside this apartment building, which he says was struck by the Russians. He shows us his friend, incinerated by the blaze it caused. He tells us, "I want the whole world to know the truth about what's happening here," he says. "I only blame the Russian military for this." Maria cries in the kitchen of her Bucha home, remembering her son Dima, shot dead, she says, by Russian forces. He would run up and down helping people down in the basement, she says.
I can tell that she's very proud of him.
How can I not be proud of my son when he was such a great person? Russia has been voted off the United Nations Human Rights Council, and now the European Union has approved a fifth round of sanctions, freezing the assets of several Russian banks, banning coal imports, and banning access to EU ports for ships flying the Russian flag. Also this morning, a major admission from Russia.
We have significant losses of troops, and it's a huge tragedy for us.
The true number of Russian losses is difficult to know, but the US estimates more than 10,000 have been killed. And Russian attacks elsewhere continue. In Kyiv, black plumes of smoke in the sky after another Russian missile attack strikes a bread factory.
Now, Ukraine has done an extraordinary job of defending itself so far with Western help, but the fight in the east will be different. Russia already occupies large parts of that region, so they'll be better able to resupply and support their troops. That is why Ukraine wants so much more help now.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.